Good morning, children. A warm welcome to online classes. I am Binila, your English teacher for grade 11. Today's class, you are going to learn about lexical competencies. So, in the previous section, I told you about the difference between lexical competencies and grammatical competencies. Grammatical competencies refers to the grammar part, right? Direct speech, active voice and passive voice, conditional clause, simple, compound, complex. These all the things will come under the grammatical competencies. And what will come in the place of lexical competencies are clipped words, unclipped words, blended words, idioms, phrasal verbs, prefix, suffix, abbreviations, acronyms, syllabification, question tags, and American English, British English. These all the things will be come under the lexical competencies, right? So lexical competencies, not only from the book you will get on out of the book also, that is from the newspapers, general what is vocabulary, everything you have to learn, right? So in this we will discuss something about the lexical competencies, right? First topic, let us move on to the clipped words. Clipped word, what is mean by clipped word is that is the words formed by reducing or clipping a part of a larger word, but it will be retaining the same meaning of the original word. Okay, so reduced one word will be called as a clipped word, but there should not be any changes in the meaning. Clear? So okay, so let me give you a lot of examples. By that you will be able to understand well. Okay, for example, advertisement. So advertisement, advertisement, it is the word, right? So when it is come in the clipped form, you have to write ad, not add, ad. Ad will be the shortened form of advertisement, right? So this ad means itself, it is a meaning giving us the advertisement. Okay, for example, aeroplane, plane. When you tell the word plane itself, they can understand you are talking about aeroplane, right? So like this, many examples are there. Let me give you. Bicycle. What is the answer? Cycle. So when you tell cycle itself, you can understand it is bicycle. So the word it is reduced and it is giving the same meaning. Next one. Daddy, dad. Demarcate, mark. See the difference. Demarcate, we are not cut shorting only the word. The word itself changes, right? M-A-R-K is the answer for demarcate. So mark means you can understand that it talks about demarcate. Next one, demonstration, demo. Examination, exam. Fountain pen, pen. Gymnasium, gym. Handkerchief, kerchief. Helicopter, copter. Influenza, flu. So this is the word we are using from the center, right? Kilogram, kilo. Laboratory, lab. Luncheon, lunch. Mathematics, max. Microphone, mic. See, we are not telling micro, or we are not talking about phone. We will be calling shortly as the reduced word as a mic, right? Moving picture, shortly we will be telling as a movie. Omnibus, bus. Perambulator, we will be calling as a pram. Refrigerator, fridge. So totally there is a changes from the front side, and the last word it is removed, and the center one will be changing as a fridge, right? Signature, sign. Spectacles, specs. Suitcase, case. Taxi cab, taxi. Telephone, phone, right? So like this we have. So the question will be asked, choose the clipped word form of photograph, and there will be 4 options will be given. A, graph. B, photo. C, graphy. And D, graph. So you have to understand the answer. Photo is the correct one. Don't write graph or graphy like that. Clipped word, photo is the correct one, right? Okay. What is the clipped word form of gasoline? What is the answer? Gas. Correct. Okay. So we'll move on to the next one. Now let us move on to unclipped words, right? So clipped words we have learned. What is that clipped words is? The shortest form of the word, right? So unclipped words, the shortest word will be given. That is clipped words will be given. We have to expand that and we have to write that word will be called as an unclipped words, right? So for example, a zoo is a word. Clipped words, we have to expand that. That is unclipped words. What is the unclipped word for zoo is zoological park, right? So this is unclipped words. The question can be asked as a choose the unclipped form of cycle. So what is the unclipped form of cycle? Bicycle, correct? Okay, so next I will tell you examples. Choose the unclipped form of flu. Influenza. Auto, automobile. Memo, memorandum. Cent, centum. Bus, omnibus. Sub, submarine. Store, storehouse. Case, suitcase. Pub, public house. Brass, top brass. Okay, so like this only the question will be asked for the unclipped words also. Clear? Now let us move on to the next topic, blended words. So blended word means two words combined together and we get one word, right? A short word. Okay, what is the definition for that is blended word is a word formed from two parts of two or more other words, right? That will be called as an blended words. For example, we'll go for breakfast and lunch. So breakfast and lunch in between time with what we take is called as a brunch, right? Okay, so the question will be asked, choose the blended form of agriculture plus business is equal to, what is the answer? You can tell me. Agri-business, right? Next word, camera plus recorder, camcorder. Electronic plus mail, email. Fantastic plus fabulous, fantabulous. Helicopter plus airport, heliport. Information plus technology, infotech. Lecture plus demonstration, legdom. Medical plus claim, mediclaim. Motor plus bike, mobike. Motorway plus hotel, motel. Smoke plus fog, smog. Travel plus catalog, travelogue. Worker plus alcoholic, workaholic, right? The question will be asked like, choose the blended form of internet. Option A, internal plus net. B, international plus network. C, internal plus network. D, international plus net. So what is the answer for this internet? International plus network is the answer, right? Okay, one more I will give you. Choose the blended form of techno-wizard, technic plus wizard, technical plus wizard, techno plus wizard, technology plus wizard. What is the answer for this? Technology plus wizard, right? So this is the way they will be asking the question. Be clear in that, right? Let me tell you about the next heading, write definition of a term. Okay, in this there will be some technical terms in all field, right? We don't know all the terms, so we have to read and understand some term, then only we can able to find the right option, right? Okay, so how some easiest way you have to find it, and some words which ends with the CIDE, side means you should know that it is about killing. killing of insects or killing of any persons, right? Okay, so next one about ologist. Ologist means about some studies, right? And phobia. Phobia means about fear. And mania. Mania means about some desire. So with the ending with all these words, you can identify that it is about the some studies or some desire, some fear, like that you can understand. Okay, so like this, many terms are there. You can I'll give you examples and you can go for deep understanding, right? Okay, so first one, let me tell you. Insecticide, killing of insects. So already I told you side means killing, right? So when it is called insecticide, the meaning is killing of insects. Regicide, regicide means killing of a member of royal family, right? And infanticide means killing of an infant. Next we'll move to phobia. Phobia means fear, right? Agoraphobia means fear of being in public place. Some persons will get fear of being in the public place, no? That will be called agoraphobia. And xenophobia means fear of strangers. So if somebody, if we have seen from the outside people, will get fear, right? That is called xenophobia, right? Next, mania means desire. Pyromania. Pyromania means it is a strong desire to set fire to things. So always will have some desire to fire some things, right? So like this, mania means. Okay, ologist means about person studies, right? Ornithologist means scientist who studies about birds. Entomologist means one who studies insects. Pathologist means one who studies disease, right? So like this only, there is a many words, right? Few more words about phobia. Anklophobia, that is fear of using English, right? Hydrophobia means fear of water. Then schoolinophobia means fear of school. And phasmophobia means fear of ghost. Okay, and monophobia means fear of solitude, being alone, right? For that we'll call as an monophobia. And few more terms like trekking, pilgrimage, picnic, voyage, journey, migration. So these all the words, it has a little changes, right? So what is the meaning for that, we will see here. Trekking means a long and difficult walk, usually over mountains or through forest, will be called as an trekking. And what is meant by pilgrimage means a visit to a sacred place, right? To Velangani or to Golden Temple. So like this called will be called as a pilgrimage. And what is the difference between picnic is an occasion when people take food and eat outdoors, especially in the countryside. Okay, for one day when we go for the thing, we'll be calling as a picnic. And what is meant by voyage is a travel by ship. What is meant by journey? A travel by bus, train or car will be called as a journey. What is migration? Moving from one country to the another. Okay, so all this is regarding travel, but we have some changes, little changes will be called as an voyage, journey, migrations, like, or picnic, like this we will call it. Okay, okay, so next one, few more examples, let me tell you. Patriotism, love of country and willingness to sacrifice for it, that will be called as an patriotism. And feminism, a doctrine that advocates equal rights for women. Okay. Criticism, a serious examination and judgment of something, will be called as a criticism. And heroism, exceptional courage when facing danger. And what is meant by absenteeism? Habitual failure to be present at work. Bibliophile, a great lover of books. Thespian, one who acts in several roles. Polyglot, one who fluent in multiple languages. Teetotaler, one who always refuses alcohol. Optimist, one who believes that everything for the best in the end. Okay, so globetrotter, one who wishes traveling all over the world. Okay. Okay, so like this we have different terms and the meaning we should understand, and we have to write for the exam, right? Okay, let me tell you how the question they will be giving you. Choose the right definition for the given term infanticide. Okay, so already I told you that infanticide is killing of a child, right? So there will be 4 options will be given and you have to identify the correct one, right? One more question. Choose the right definition for the given term linguist. 4 options is given here. One who studies languages and their structure, one who studies reptiles and amphibians, one who studies functioning of human society, one who studies atmosphere, weather and climate. What do you mean by linguist? One who studies languages and their structure is the correct answer, right? Let me move on to the next topic, idioms and phrases. What do you mean by idiom? An idiom is a mode of expression peculiar to a language, right? It is a unique in indicating the meaning. So in English, we have two meanings, right? Literary meaning and idiomatically mean. So what is that literary meaning means? That original meaning of the word will be called as a literary meaning. And idiomatic meaning means the other way. We cannot say that words directly meaning. Indirectly we will call that words together and we have another one meaning will be called as an idiomatically meaning, right? So here let me go for the examples. Suppose we can tell ABC means, what is that ABC commonly called as an all the basic knowledge. Don't you know even the ABC, right? So what is, don't you know even the basic knowledge? This is the idiom and their meaning. Okay, A to Z means from first to the last, thoroughly you know all the things, like that, right? Okay, so let me give you a few examples. A change of heart. The literary meaning is a heart transplant, right? But idiomatically meaning means a change in one's attitude or feelings. This is called idiomatic meaning. Okay, so let me tell still more examples. Tight corners means it is a difficult situation. Have cold feet means feel nervousness and anxiety. To be on clouds 9, that is to be extremely happy. A ball from the blue, an unexpected event. A yellow streak, cowardice in one's character. In the pink, extremely healthy. Thick and fast, in large numbers. Throw in the towel, to give up. In panic mode, in a frightened state. Fit out of water, that means a person who does not fit in, out of place. Okay, let me tell you how they will be asking the question. Choose the meaning of the idiom square off. Okay, there will be 4 options will be given. Ready for an agreement, prepare for activate, prepare for a conflict, prepare for doing well. So you have to choose the correct answer. So square off, what is the answer is prepare for a conflict, right? Okay, next one more question let me tell you. Choose the meaning of the idiom short his bolt. What is the answer? To exhaust one's effort, right? So this is the way they will be asking the question. Okay, so I hope you have cleared about this few topics, right? Okay, we will meet in the next class. Thank you students. Take care. Bye bye.